Once upon a time in a quiet village nestled between rolling hills, there was a dog named Max. Max was a loyal and
Activate your health guard with Pastor C. Daniel. Looking for divine healing and peace? Pastor C. Daniel is here to pray for you. Simply send your name and Pastor C. Daniel will personally pray for your health and well-being. Countless lives have been transformed through the power of prayer and Jesus' healing power. Don't miss your chance to receive God's refuge and healing. Subscribe now to unlock premium content and witness the change in your life. Join 100,000 plus members on this powerful journey of faith and healing. Your miracle could be just one prayer away.
Loving companion to his owner, Sarah, a kind-hearted woman who worked as a teacher at the local school. Max had been by Sarah's side for years, bringing joy, protection, and comfort. He loved playing in the fields, running after sticks, and guarding the house. His eyes sparkled with curiosity and playfulness, and his tail wagged with endless enthusiasm. But one cold winter day, something went terribly wrong. Max began to act differently. He no longer chased sticks or played fetch. His once bright eyes began to lose their gleam, and he stumbled around as if unsure of where he was. At first, Sarah thought it was just the cold weather affecting him, but soon, it became clear that Max was losing his sight. His eyes were cloudy and unresponsive, and he started bumping into furniture and walls. Worried, Sarah rushed Max to the local vet. After a thorough examination, the vet confirmed the heartbreaking news: Max had gone blind. The vet explained that it was a condition that could sometimes happen with age, but Max was still young, and the sudden loss of vision was a shock to both Sarah and her dog. "He's still a good dog," the vet said, "but we might need to make adjustments for his new condition." Sarah felt a lump form in her throat. Max wasn't just a dog, he was family. The thought of him struggling, unable to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, broke her heart. She loved him so much and couldn't bear the idea of him living in darkness, unable to see her face or the beautiful world around him. That night, after taking Max home, Sarah sat by his side on the couch. Tears welled up in her eyes as she stroked his fur. "Lord," she whispered through her tears, "I know you have the power to heal. Please help Max. He's been a good dog, and I need him. He's like a child to me. Please, heal his sight." Sarah prayed fervently, her heart filled with love for her faithful companion. She had always trusted God to help her in times of trouble, and now, she placed her trust in His healing hands, believing that nothing was impossible for him. Over the next few days, Sarah did her best to help Max adapt to his new way of life. She rearranged the furniture in the house so that he wouldn't bump into anything, and she used gentle cues to guide him when they went outside. Despite her efforts, Max seemed to be struggling. He was hesitant to go for walks, and he often lay down in a corner, looking confused and unsure. One morning, after a week of praying for Max's healing, Sarah woke up early, as she usually did, to spend a quiet moment with God before starting her day. She sat in her living room, reading her Bible, when Max suddenly walked over to her and sat by her feet. He nudged her with his head, and Sarah looked down at him with a soft smile. "Good morning, Max," she said, gently rubbing his ears. As she spoke, she felt a sudden peace fill her heart, and without even thinking, she began to pray out loud for Max once more. "Lord, I believe in your power to heal. I believe you can restore Max's sight. Please bring light to his eyes, Lord, and give him the strength to live fully again. I trust in your love and mercy." As Sarah prayed, Max stood up and walked over to the door. It was as if he knew something was happening. Sarah opened the door, and Max walked outside. To her amazement, as Max stepped out into the sunlight, he looked around, and for the first time in days, his eyes seemed to brighten. He wagged his tail and began to move around the yard with newfound confidence. Sarah watched in awe as Max explored the yard, sniffing the flowers, running in circles, and wagging his tail as if he could see the world clearly again. She stood in the doorway, her heart racing with joy and gratitude. She knew that God had answered her prayer. Max was healing. His sight was being restored. Over the next few weeks, Max continued to improve. He regained his ability to navigate the house and the yard without stumbling. He started to chase sticks and play fetch again. His energy returned, and his playful nature resurfaced. It was as though the darkness had lifted, and he was once again the lively dog Sarah had known and loved. Sarah couldn't explain it, but she knew it was a miracle. She believed that God had heard her prayer and had healed Max. She shared her testimony with friends and family, telling them about the miraculous healing that had taken place in her life and in Max's life. From that day on, Sarah never doubted the power of prayer. She had seen firsthand how God had answered her call and healed her dog. Max continued to live a full and happy life, and Sarah remained grateful for the healing touch of God that had brought light back into her beloved pet's eyes. Sarah's faith grew stronger with each passing day. She had learned that no matter how big or small the problem, God cared for all of His creation, whether it was her or her four-legged friend. She had witnessed a miracle, and it reminded her that God's love and power are truly boundless. And every time Max ran to her side, wagging his tail and looking up at her with bright eyes, she thanked God for His faithfulness and healing power, knowing that with God, nothing is impossible.
Activate your health guard with Pastor C. Daniel. Looking for divine healing and peace? Pastor C. Daniel is here to pray for you. Simply send your name and Pastor C. Daniel will personally pray for your health and well-being. Countless lives have been transformed through the power of prayer and Jesus' healing power. Don't miss your chance to receive God's refuge and healing. Subscribe now to unlock premium content and witness the change in your life. Join 100,000 plus members on this powerful journey of faith and healing. Your miracle could be just one prayer away.